What is going on, friends? Welcome into another episode of Sports from the Couch here on Mercado Airwaves. I'm your host, Mike Mercado, and I want to thank you so much for making us a part of your day. We got a lot to get into. It is Super Bowl week. We make our picks and look at some of the awesome prop bets and other things you can lose your money in. Anthony Davis requests a trade, and guess what? The Chicago Bulls aren't in it. And while we're at it, we talk a little bit about those same Chicago Bulls and just the dysfunction that is going on at the United Center. Follow me on Twitter at mmercado2333. I'm on Instagram, instagram.com/MikeMercado2333. Like the network on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Download us anywhere you get your favorite podcast at Mercado Airwaves. Check out our interviews ad-free and before anybody else on patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, the home of our interviews with athletes and celebrities, including the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Becky Lynch. We got a lot to get to today on this cold time in the city of Chicago and in the United States. Hopefully you guys are staying warm and enjoying all the sports. Stick with us here on Sports from the Couch on the Mercado Airwaves Network. What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
another day at the office, I get to go out there and test my skill.
To award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones. Orlando, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, sir. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
And all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.
Enjoy our shows? Follow the Mercado Airwaves crew all over social media. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. On Instagram, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado2121. Mike is at Mike Mercado2333. And our true crime show is at Murder Mysteries and More. And on Twitter, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado21Alex. And Mike is at mmercado2333. You can follow the network at Mercado Airwaves. Follow our pop culture show on Twitter at Good Brothers Pod. Get us on the go by downloading our programs anywhere you get your favorite podcast, like iTunes, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher, and other popular sites. Just search us at Mercado Airwaves. While you're at it, please like, rate, review, and share us with your friends. Visit us on youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. Click the subscribe and like button to get notified every time a new episode or interview is posted. Support Mercado Airwaves by visiting patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, the home of our interviews with athletes and celebrities, which you can get ad-free and early before it's released to the public. Come play video games with us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. Mercado Airwaves is powered by Munch Art Design. Like them on Facebook at Munch Art Design. Voiceover work on Mercado Airwaves is performed by Josh Fox.
This Sunday, February 3rd, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we finally get to see the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams fight for the honor of being Super Bowl 53 champions, and all the betting lines, all the drama, everything has finally subsided. No more talk about pass interference, no more talk about overtime. It's all about the big game, and while it was really entertaining, you guys know how I felt about leading into this game, what I wanted to see, how I'm feeling after that pass interference, my whole thought about overtime rules in the NFL. You can check that out in the archives in our last episode of Sports from the Couch. But now that we're here in the big game, I guess it's just time to really start to break this thing down. We might do one more episode of Sports from the Couch just strictly on the Super Bowl, depending on what stories may come in and out of it. Because Super Bowl week, it's only Tuesday. There's a chance that something crazy might still happen. A player might just disappear in Mexico like they did in that Oakland Raiders Super Bowl. But right now, they have the over-under. This is from Bovada. So right now, I'm on OddsShark for all you degenerates like me. The best over-under they have as the best under at 57 points. The best over is at 56.5. Right now, the Rams are looking to win and cover the spread, and they will go under the total. They have the predicted score to be 25.1 to 25.7, and that's right around where I have it as well. I actually have it 31-27 going to Hold on, that's a tease. I'll tell you my winner. You know what? I'll actually pick my winner at the end of the week here on Sports from the Couch. We're just going to break down some of these cool little betting props that they have going on. But it looks like if you go on Bovado right now, the best line right now is plus 25 for the Rams and a spread of plus 3 for New England. The best spread is minus 2.5 and minus 115. So the money right now is going to New England, and eventually it will, as we get closer to the game, it will move on to the Rams. But, the Super Bowl is also pretty fun, not just about breaking down the games, but all the stuff that comes around there. And we will do a full breakdown on-air producing stuff. I'm doing it for you fans, breaking the fourth wall. We'll do a complete breakdown of the Super Bowl. Maybe we'll have on a guest, and I'll give you my prediction at the end of the week. But since it is fun, I went on Action Network, the thing Darren Ravel is always pushing on us, and they have a Super Bowl 53 prop bets sheet. And we're just going to go through the top 10s that they have out there, and let's see how well we play out of the prop bets. At number 1, what will be the results of the coin toss? Heads or tails? I'm going to go with tails. My gut says tails, so we'll see. What will be the length of the national anthem? Over, under 110.5 seconds. So while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and Google who is singing the national anthem at the 2019 Super Bowl. Gladys Knight to sing national anthem at the Super Bowl. Empress of Soul Gladys Knight will sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl according to the NFL and CBS. So, Gladys Knight's national anthem over under 110 seconds. So almost less than 2 minutes. I'm going to go over. 110 seconds. Who will score the first touchdown of the game? This is interesting. So it all comes down to, I think the first half is actually going to be very plotting. I think you're going to see a lot of nerves going. I think New England might come out on top first. So I'll go James White for New England. How many touchdowns will be scored in the first half? I'm going to go with 2. How many individual players will have a reception for the Patriots? Okay, so how many individual players will have a reception for the Patriots? So Edelman, Gronk, White, Burkhead, Michelle. It's only Michelle. Who else? So that's 5. I'll go 6 just to give me the over on there. I think 6 is a safe number. Will Tom Brady complete his first pass attempt? Yes. I think that's a safe bet. How many touchdown passes will Tom Brady and Jared Goff throw? Over, under 4.5. Okay. The question then becomes, if the Rams win this game, how much of it goes to Todd Gurley? And how healthy is Todd Gurley? Is C.J. Anderson still going to be on this magical run? Are they going to is New England and Bill Belichick going to take away that running game and make Jared Goff beat him? You know what? I'm going to go over on this one. I'm going to go over. I think there's a good chance that we see more than 4.5 touchdowns thrown between Brady and Jared Goff. How many receiving yards will Julian Edelman have? Over, under 80.5. I actually think that should be a push, but I'm going to go over just to be safe. Because I don't think the Rams have the greatest of secondary. They're getting healthy, but it can be got. Will either quarterback throw for 325 passing yards or more? Yes. Yeah, that's easy. Over 325 yards. Yeah, they'll both hit that by the time we get to the end of the fourth quarter. Will either team be trailing by 10 points or more in the fourth quarter? Oh, man. So I'm going to go with yes. I think this is going to be a game where somebody's going to get up, jump on the other early, and it's going to be a game of keep away and to just keep them off of their tails. I will let you know this coming up week who I pick in my winner in the Super Bowl edition of Sports from the Couch. But right now, yeah, I'll go over 10 points or more heading into the fourth quarter that somebody will be trailing. How about this for a tiebreaker? How many combined rushing yards will the Rams and Patriots have in Super Bowl 53? I'm going to go 152 between, I guess, the 4 running backs between the two teams. So one last time for our Super Bowl 53 pot bet sheets, courtesy of Action Network. What will be the result of the coin toss? We went tails. What will be the length of the national anthem? I went over. 110.5 seconds is the line. Who will score the first touchdown of the game? I went James White. How many touchdowns will be scored in the first half? I went 2. How many individual players will have receptions for the Patriots? I went 6. Will Tom Brady complete his first pass attempt? I went yes. How many touchdown passes will Tom Brady and Jared Goff throw? Over under 4.5. I went over. How many receiving yards will Julian Edelman have? Over under 80.5. I went over. Will either QB throw for 325 passing yards? Yes or no? I went yes. Will either team be trailing by 10 points or more in the fourth quarter? I went yes. And tiebreaker, how many combined rushing yards will the Rams and Patriots have in Super Bowl 53? I went 152. And those are our prop bet answers for the 2019 Super Bowl. And I want to hear from you guys all over social media. What did you guys pick? Any special prop bets you guys like to do? Do you like to go the color of the dress? What color Gatorade will the winning coach have poured on him? So on and so forth. Let us know. Will the first commercial be a car commercial or insurance commercial or a movie trailer? All that fun stuff. We'll probably break down a few more of them as we do the Super Bowl edition of the Sports from the Couch later on this week. Super excited. We'll keep our eyes and ears on everything that is going down in Atlanta. But let us know, how are you feeling about Super Bowl week? Are you getting the food ready? Where are you watching the game? What about the prop bets? How much money do you have on these things? Let us know all over social media. I'm on Twitter at mmercado2333, on Instagram at MikeMercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves.
Enjoy our shows? Follow the Mercado Airwaves crew all over social media. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. On Instagram, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado2121. Mike is at Mike Mercado2333. And our true crime show is at Murder Mysteries and More. And on Twitter, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado21Alex. And Mike is at mmercado2333. You can follow the network at Mercado Airwaves. Follow our pop culture show on Twitter at Good Brothers Pod. Get us on the go by downloading our programs anywhere you get your favorite podcast, like iTunes, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher, and other popular sites. Just search us at Mercado Airwaves. While you're at it, please like, rate, review, and share us with your friends. Visit us on youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. Click the subscribe and like button to get notified every time a new episode or interview is posted. Support Mercado Airwaves by visiting patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, the home of our interviews with athletes and celebrities, which you can get ad-free and early before it's released to the public. Come play video games with us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. Mercado Airwaves is powered by Munch Art Design. Like them on Facebook at Munch Art Design. Voiceover work on Mercado Airwaves is performed by Josh Fox.
What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
It's another day at the office. I get to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing, buddy? Hey, sir. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support. With the Super Bowl right in front of us, it is now time to fully dive deep into the National Basketball Association, a sport deep in our heart here at Sports from the Couch. But of course, it couldn't be all that lovely and enjoyable, at least here in the city of Chicago, because there is a lot of garbage going on at the United Center and the Advocate Center with this Chicago Bulls team. And, you know, over the last, I guess, couple of months of the season, if you guys have kept with us here on Sports from the Couch, I've already had my absolute, I'm at my ends with this team when it comes to the front office of Gar Forman, John Paxson, and whatever that is in Jim Boylan. And I didn't like Fred Hoiberg. I think he was set up not to succeed. He ran a spread offense. He ran with open shots, and you gave him guys that couldn't do that. And we've seen that. We've seen that with this organization that just lies. That has no direction at all. And we'll get into why I brought them up in a little bit, because some big breaking news came up about Anthony Davis not going to re-sign with the New Orleans Pelicans. But what's the direction of this Bulls team? Okay, we've seen them lie about getting younger and athletic, but bring in Rajon Rondo and Denzel Valentine, right? And at this point right now, what is this team? Cameron Payne was getting minutes. They talk about they're looking to develop and find the core to this team. Your core better be the guys that you gave up Jimmy Butler for. So the reason why we bring this up, and we'll get to the main story in a second, but Chandler Hutchinson, the draftee from DePaul that the Bulls picked up this offseason, who was playing 41 minutes on Friday with a toe fracture he suffered on Wednesday. Jim Boylan is quoted by Cody Westerland. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody Westerland. This is Jim Boylan. This guy wants to play, man. He's a starter in the NBA. It's his dream. Obviously, he could function with it. I give him credit for the toughness to fight through. What are we doing here? What are we? That's a professional basketball coach saying that it's okay and it's tough, and he likes seeing that his young draftee is playing on a fractured toe. What world are we living in? That comes out of a mind, out of the mouth of somebody people respect around in the NBA. So the reason, obviously this Bulls organization has been horrible with injuries, has been horrible with communication about injuries. They have set up so many of the players so many different times when it comes to letting the rest of the league just kind of talk about and believe whatever they want to about these players' injuries. A case in point with Joakim and with Derrick Rose. So over the past few days, or at least the last 24 hours, I should say, Adrian Wojnarowski, great insider of the NBA, he tweeted out, Agent Rich Paul has notified the New Orleans Pelicans that all NBA forward Anthony Davis has no intention of signing a contract extension if and when presented, and that he has requested a trade. Paul told ESPN on Monday. Anthony Davis this season is averaging 29.3 points, 13.3 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 2.6 blocks, and 1.7 steals per game. Obviously one of the top 5-6 players in the NBA, but going out of his way to say, I'm not staying with New Orleans. And obviously the speculation has been LA and Boston. Boston has the pieces, LA has his heart. And you're asking, well, how does LA has his heart, Mike? He's a Chicago guy, through and through. This is his city. He has it tattooed on him. Well, Scott Pollock from Bleacher Report reported this, and this is from ESPN's Brian Windhorst, appeared on colleagues Zach Lowe's, the Lowe's Post podcast, and discussed the possibility of Davis being traded to the Bulls. Windhorst said, one thing that has been made clear, I do not believe that Anthony Davis would like to play for the Bulls, even though it's in his hometown. He may want to play for the New York Knicks, though, as Windhorst said his team is on Anthony Davis' list. Chicago has a combination of young players they could offer in a potential draft trade with Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr., and Zach LaVine, among others, and a 2019 draft pick that figures to be among the league's best since its 11-39 record this season, which we'll get to the standings in just a little bit. However, Davis' apparent lack of desire to play for the team's underscores just shows how far away from contention it is at this point. The Bulls fired head coach Fred Hoiberg earlier this season, and Vincent Goodwill and Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports reported in December players went to the NBA Players Association due to what they felt were extreme tactics by new head coach Jim Boylan. Chicago's on-court product doesn't appear to be close to contention, even though there are some tradable assets, and Davis apparently wants nothing to do with the team. In the NBA, this is what's frustrating, guys. In the NBA, you look for the moments when a disgruntled superstar is waiting to move on. You put yourself in positions to do that. Last year, this team put itself in a position to try to get a top draft pick, and it played itself out of it with the winning streak in December. This year, if you're looking at the standings, the Bulls are now in the 4th slot, if projected out of the draft lottery, to be the 4th team to draft. That's not going to get Zion Williamson, and that's not going to bring in Anthony Davis. The Bulls have not set themselves up for any type of maneuver, any type of possibility. Yet again, this front office has not had the foresight to put themselves in a position to be the favorite to get a marquee player. Not just a marquee player, a franchise-changing player. They have not done that yet again. So, it is what it is, right? Like, I could sit here and just, till I'm blue in the face, talk about how they made bad move after bad move, how they're bringing in desperate coaches, how they're making horrible front office decisions by taking off the interim title from this B-movie coach. And while all this is going on, the rest of the league setting themselves up for big potential moves. Oh, Giannis is going to be maybe available in a few years. Oh, Joel Embiid may be available in a couple years. Oh, okay. Where are the Bulls in all this? Where are the Bulls when it comes to Kevin Durant? Where are the Bulls when it comes to Anthony Davis? They're not going to be involved with Giannis. And on top of all that, right now in the standings, they wouldn't even be the favorite against Zion Williamson. It is not only a disaster, it is laughable how bad this Bulls organization is. And how bad they have hurt the stock of some of these guys they brought in. Some of these young studs they brought in. Lauri Markkanen has taken a step back. Point blank. There's no argument. He has not developed this season like he did last year under Jim Boylan. Chris Dunn is a nice NBA player. That's it. He's not a... You could say he's a starter. You could say he's a go-getter. It does, talent-wise, on my roster, I'm your depth chart, he's 7 or 8. Nothing wrong with that. He'll help you. He could be part of a really good team. He could be part of a championship team. But core? What is Zach LaVine? Honestly, what is Zach LaVine? What is he going to do for your organization moving forward? And there's no doubt that he's talented and he could score and the athleticism is off the roof and it looks like he's recovering. It's not about any of that. And you know what? It's not even about these guys. It's about this front office and the pieces and moves you've made and brought in. Zach LaVine on so many different teams is a difference maker. Same thing with a Lauri Markkanen. Same thing with a Chris Dunn. Same thing with the Bobby Portis. But are they really going to go pay Bobby Portis an extension? But that's a Garpax guy. That try-hard, go-getter, gritty type of player. That's right up their alley. That is what they love. You know what they don't love, though? Superstars. They don't love superstars. They don't know how to handle it. They never have. So here we are, again, in another position where the Bulls are in a spot that if they do things quote-unquote right, they can get the number 1 draft pick. And had they had some semblance of foresight, forethought, progressive thinking, whatever you want to call it, they would be in a position to maybe go after Kevin Durant or Anthony Davis. But no, and here's the thing I keep saying it. They will not get the number 1 draft pick. They will find a nice player. They'll get a player that will be a solid 12-year NBA veteran. And they will fool people to think that this team has turned around. But they will still not have the superstar that will help them win an NBA championship. And looking really fast into the Eastern Conference, top 8 teams. We'll go with number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks at 35-13. At number 2, the Toronto Raptors at 37-15. At 3, the Indianapolis Pacers at 32-17, losing Victor Oladipo to a season-ending injury. Shout out to Oladipo. That sucks. Great young player. 76ers are coming in at number 4 at 32-18. At 5 is the struggling. I don't even know if struggling is the right word. Just the enigma, I don't know, the riddle that is the Boston Celtics at 31-19. Like, the record is solid, but I don't know. I don't know what this team is. Same thing with Philadelphia, but now with the injury to Oladipo, maybe both teams will take a step forward. How about the Brooklyn Nets coming in and the 6th seed at 27-24? At 7 is 24-24 is the Miami Heat in Dwayne Wade's last ride. And the number 8 seed, it is the Charlotte Hornets at 24-25, hosting the All-Star game this year. And going to the Western Conference at number 1 is the Golden State Warriors at 36-14 at full strength. Well, they will be full strength in just a little while. Denver Nuggets at 34-15 in the number 2 slot. Number 3, the Oklahoma City Thunder at 31-18. At number 4, it is the Portland Trail Blazers at 31-20. Coming in at number 5, it is the Houston Rockets at 29-20. Again, that's a team that isn't healthy. That when healthy, when they get their guys back, although you're not getting Trevor Ariza back, going to be interesting to see what they do. At number 6, it is the San Antonio Spurs at 29-22. The organization that just won't go away. At 7, it is the Utah Jazz at 29-22. At number 8 is the LA Clippers at 28-23 with a 2.5 game lead over the LA Lakers in the 9th seed at 26-24. And just a quick shout out to the Sacramento Kings coming in at 25-25, the real surprise in the NBA. But those are our thoughts, friends, about this whole news about Anthony Davis requesting a trade out of New Orleans, or at the very least not going to sign an extension. And there are reports coming out now that he will make it official that he is only looking to go to the Lakers. And we'll see what the rest of the NBA and what New Orleans does moving forward. It's going to be very interesting. There's no off season like the NBA. It's one of the best off seasons because players have control. So we'll see how that plays out. But interesting stuff, guys, in the world of the National Basketball Association. But that'll do it for us on this episode of Sports from the Couch. Let us know your thoughts. What are you watching this weekend? Where are you watching the big game? Who do you got? What are the scores? Make sure you stay tuned to the Mercado Airwaves Network as we have our Super Bowl special where we break down the game and we also give you our official prediction. For everybody here at Mercado Airwaves, we want to thank you so much. Please, if you're in Chicago, the Midwest, anywhere that's going through this weird polar vortex thing, please be safe, stay warm, look out for others, and of course, if you see anybody out there, you've got extra gloves, extra hats, anything, and any type of clothing helps in this horrible weather, so please just take care of each other and stay safe so we can all enjoy the big game this Sunday with each other. Until our Super Bowl breakdown special here on Sports from the Couch, I'm Mike Mercado. Enjoy the rest of the games and everything we have on the Mercado Airwaves Network. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy our shows? Follow the Mercado Airwaves crew all over social media. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. On Instagram, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado2121. Mike is at Mike Mercado2333. And our true crime show is at Murder Mysteries and More. And on Twitter, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado21Alex. And Mike is at Mercado2333. You can follow the network at Mercado Airwaves. Follow our pop culture show on Twitter at Good Brothers Pod. Get us on the go by downloading our programs anywhere you get your favorite podcast, like iTunes, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher, and other popular sites. Just search us at Mercado Airwaves. While you're at it, please like, rate, review, and share us with your friends. Visit us on youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. Click the subscribe and like button to get notified every time a new episode or interview is posted. Support Mercado Airwaves by visiting patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, the home of our interviews with athletes and celebrities, which you can get ad-free and early before it's released to the public. Come play video games with us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. Mercado Airwaves is powered by Munch Art Design. Like them on Facebook at Munch Art Design. Voiceover work on Mercado Airwaves is performed by Josh Fox.
What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
Another day at the operator to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing,
How
buddy?
you, sir? I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.